Few journeys offer a starker contrast than traveling from Bhutan to Dubai. One sits in the thin air of the Himalayas, where the highest peaks are sacred, and the tallest buildings rarely exceed 6 stories. The other rises from desert sand, crowned by the tallest structure on Earth. Between them lies not just 2,000 miles, but two utterly different ways of living and of dreaming. Bhutan's capital, Thimphu, sits at 7,600 feet above sea level. Paro Airport, one of the most challenging on the planet, hides inside a narrow mountain valley at 7,300 feet. The runway is short, the approach is breathtaking, and only a handful of pilots are certified to land there. Dubai's international airport, by contrast, sits a mere 62 feet above sea level and moves nearly 90 million passengers a year. Its runways are long, flat, perfectly lit, a mirror of the city's obsession with precision and efficiency. In Bhutan, the air is cool, thin, and clean. Your lungs notice. In Dubai, the air is hot, dense, and dry. Your skin notices. Two environments, as different as mountain air and jet fuel. Bhutan is vertical. Steep valleys, snow-capped peaks, roads that coil endlessly over switchbacks. In Dubai, the land is horizontal. Wide highways, endless horizons, streets so straight they feel engineered by geometry itself. In Bhutan, nature dictates your path. In Dubai, humans redesign the land to suit their vision. The tallest structure in Bhutan is likely a monastery or a zong, rarely more than 6 stories high. Whitewashed fortresses trimmed with carved wood, red and gold accents, blending into the mountainside as if they grew there. Even new buildings must honor tradition. Sloped roofs, carved windows, earth tones. In Dubai, ambition stretches skyward. The Burj Khalifa, 163 floors, rises more than 2,700 feet into the sky. Nearby, skyscrapers stretch 60, 80, even 100 stories, each trying to outshine the next. Both places reach upward, but the direction of their reaching is different. Bhutan climbs spiritually, monasteries nestled in the clouds, prayer flags sending hopes into the wind. Dubai climbs materially, towers rising from the desert, shining with ambition. Both are expressions of human longing, moving toward very different destinations. Water shapes both places in opposite ways. Bhutan is blessed with it. Mountain streams roaring down rocky slopes, rivers fed by snowmelt, powering the country's hydropower exports. Dubai sits beside the Persian Gulf, yet has almost no water of its own. Here, water is a luxury, desalinated, pumped across the desert to sustain fountains, golf courses, and artificial lakes. One afternoon, I swam in the warm waters of the Red Sea, 85 degrees, calm, salty, marveling that days earlier I had stood beside icy Bhutanese rivers, too cold to touch. There are no traffic lights in all of Bhutan, not one. In the capital, a single white-gloved policeman stands at a central intersection, directing traffic with a kind of graceful calm. Dubai has thousands, orchestrating a ballet of Bentleys, Lamborghinis, and roaring construction trucks. Roads 8 or 10 lanes wide, signs, signals, speed cameras everywhere. Bhutan's pace is set by mountain curves and the occasional cow, horse, or yak in the road. Dubai's pace is set by horsepower and air conditioning. Bhutan's architecture is handmade, spiritual, grounded in centuries of tradition. Every carved window, every painted symbol tells a story of continuity and faith. Even government offices resemble monasteries. Dubai's skyline is futuristic, sculptural, global. Buildings shaped like sails, torches, twisting towers, shimmering dunes. Glass replaces stone. Elevators replace stairways. Bhutan's architecture looks inward. Dubai's looks toward the stars. It's tempting to call one humble and the other excessive, but I've come to see them as twin expressions of the same human impulse to rise above the ordinary. Bhutan reaches upward to find meaning. Dubai reaches upward to make its mark. One reaches toward the divine, the other toward the dazzling. Both succeed in their own ways. One builds peace, the other builds power. And perhaps both remind us that every culture and every person must choose what kind of height they're striving for.